And it's Messi. Seedorf. Manchester United have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Now it's Bellingham. Good read, needed to be. And that has left him in a heap. And the counter is on. Can he get on the end of this? Great ball if he can get them. And the shot! It's a goal! So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Rodri has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. That has been cut short. Approaching the half-hour mark. Tries to pass it through. Ferdinand getting this one clear. Now it's Hullet. And that is a little undercooked. Cruyff. Nice interception, well timed. Messi. Yokohama F. Marinos do have a chance to counter here. And here's Hullet. Messi in acres of space out wide. Hazard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Nice looking ball. Varane cuts it out. Araujo. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Great ball, and he's in here. Real chance! And it's in! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And it's Hullet. Bellingham. Rodri can see things others simply cannot. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Oh, this looks sharp. Hullet charging forward, the ball at his feet. Threads one in. Great defending, strong and determined. And for the first half, that is that. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. So straight into the second half. Rodri. Now he's got space here. Cruyff receives it in a wide position. And that is well cleared. Hazard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Tries to dink it through. Shot a goal! Vieira. Messi. Now it's Hullet. Bellingham. Cruyff, who's set up 1 goal so far. Seedorf. And it's Bellingham. Vieira. Messi. Hullet. Driving forward. Now it's Hullet. Hazard. Cruyff. Steaming on goalwards. And he's there to belt it away. That's really well manoeuvred. And now they can clear their lines. Beckenbauer. Here's Rodri. Quarter of an hour into the second half.
The attendance for this match was 28,500.
Dembele was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Cruyff. And it's Seedorf. Bellingham. And it's Cruyff. Rummenigge. Big chance! Goal! Manchester United! And they've got their lead back. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Substitution on the field, number 15.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Makaleli. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Number 21, Ronaldinho. Number 10, Pele. Number 22, Bellingham. Substitution in progress.
Pele. Bellingham. Has a look and plays it forward. Bellingham plays it in low.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Bullish header! He's got it all! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now. Manchester United clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very...
This is Del Piero. Takes a shot! And it's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Time is running out here.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Pele. Shot could be on. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Now it's Del Piero. Seedorf.
There will be 3
Makaleli.
minutes added time.
It's a sharp pass. Now it's Romario. Vieira was in no mood for any of that. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Bellingham is there to clear. And that is as much time as there will be. Manchester United can look back at this result with regret. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're very much on the way now.
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback, there's only one man, isn't there?
Been a couple, Jim, haven't there? But I guess you mean Roberto Carlos.
I do, and probably the first of the current crop of fullbacks who played as a withdrawn winger.
He's had some wow moments along the way.
He excels.
Gently done. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Yaya Toure. Toure scooting forward. Rodri. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Cruyff ventures forward. And it's Bellingham. Seedorf. And Azar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Can he finish? And that is wildly off target. That is good strength. He's having a hit! Too close for comfort. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Beckenbauer. And this is Hullet. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Deftly away. Yaya Toure. That is a great pick out. Oh no, what has happened here? He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And it's Vieira. Luis Suarez, a player who needs no introduction. Hullet, played down the flank.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Cafu clears without hesitation. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last. And Seedorf! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he's taking no chances there. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Suarez gets into a good position. Luis Suarez! Well, that is commitment to the cause. Getting up there! Oh, that was no routine save.
Suarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Probing pass. Rummenigge. Oh, that's fabulous. Shoots!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
It's out for a goal kick. Azar, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Vieira gets over and intercepts. Try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Hullet. Cafu. Paris Saint-Germain are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah.
And Yaya Toure! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yaya Toure really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
He leaps for it. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Hullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 3 coming up. Terrific effort! Oh, it's come off the upright. Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Bellingham is always looking to break lines. And it's Azar. Real chance! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Rummenigge really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
It's their second corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Luis Suarez. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Oh, super ball. Rummenigge! Rummenigge! Truly a man who will pass the test of time!
Well, what a great goal from a great player. An absolutely glorious strike, just when no one expected it. A real mood changer right on half-time too. Now, all of a sudden, they're going into the break on a real high.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
And the finish! And it's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Paris Saint-Germain restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. The midway point of the game.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch, with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham. Azar. He's had it taken off him. And here's Hullet. Hullet ploughing through the middle.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
In with the challenge. Rummenigge. Rummenigge. Yaya Toure. And it's Seedorf. Seedorf going face-to-face with his great rival. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Rodri. Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball. Shot could be on. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort went in at the widest possible point off the upright. Nothing he could do.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 9.
So changes afoot here, and from both
Le
sides,
numéro 4.
Manchester United have their lead.
Le numéro
Well, they've
42.
stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be
Le
generated?
numéro 11. Le numéro
Ibrahimovic
21.
will not want to lose out here, not against this. A great chance! Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
So the lead now is 2.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, good climb. Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. He watched it all the way, and that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Manchester United.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So straight into the action.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
He's having a shot! He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Hullet. That's been slipped through. Rummenigge. He's shapes to shoot! And a neat finish! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of...
Oh, what? And the shot! Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Hazard. Can he get it through? Well-timed, excellent interception. Well, that is one way to stop him. Bellingham, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely passing, lovely movement as well.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Rijkaard was in no mood for any of that. Hazard. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Hullet. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Decent chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now they can clear their lines. And it's Bellingham. Oh, well played. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's found a way through. Cruyff with the... And a header! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Shoots! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That was easy, almost. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So we're up and running. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation. And a chance! Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease. Great chance! Zanetti attempts a clearance.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
It's a goal kick. Rodri. Rummenigge going face to face with his great rival. Oh, they could break here. And here's Son Heung-min. Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Keeper's dealt with that. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Hullet. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Hullet actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
A header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Cruyff. Ah, lovely feet. Cristiano Ronaldo. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Hazard, he's found a way through, shapes to shoot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Lovely, and another try! Oh, it's come off the upright. Deftly away. Rodri is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than... He's having a hit! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Manchester United have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Pinches it off him. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Juices across. Oh, good! It's hit the upright. He's on the finish!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning, well played.
He's having a shot! And that's a good finish. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Decent chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Hullet has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Tries to play it through, and this is Cruyff. He's picked his way through. Oh, Well, there's a probing ball. Back in possession and ready to go again. Cruyff knocks it into space. Good read, needed to be. He's shifting through the gears here. Manchester United
really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Bergamy deals with that comfortably. Bellingham. And it's Cruyff. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lampard in acres of space out wide. That's good play. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He can run onto that. It's a threatening ball. And a shot! That's put paid to the danger. Stood up well to him there. Bellingham. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
And he shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Rummenigge is offering a wry smile there.
Manchester United have their second corner now. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Hazard. It's Hazard! And that's another fine save. Manchester United have their third corner. Deftly away. Now it's Bellingham. Shoots! Madrid have the chance to go the other way. No, he refuses to take the bait. Son Heung-min. That has ended up in no man's land. Son Heung-min. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Rummenigge. And he is deftly away. And this is Hazard. Hazard! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Hazard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Cruyff. That is lovely. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Ibrahimovic with a real chance here.
And it's no surprise to see who's taking responsibility here.
Number 22, Bellingham.
Ernest. This takes the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Ibrahimovic. Number 13.
So their fourth quarter of the game.
Number 8, Nedved.
And a header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They're up to 5 corners now. Punched away.
The attendance for this match
that is
was
out of play.
71,649.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Goes forward. Oh, can he get onto this? Ah, he's had it taken off him. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Schneider.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
There will be a throw-in. And it's Zanetti. Seedorf charging forward, the ball at his feet. Threads one in. Has to go back here. Oh, shooting chance! And he's there to get it away. Seedorf will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Šeško ploughing through the middle. Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Substitutions taking place.
Corner count is rising. That's 6. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Pedri. Probing pass. And this is Luis Suarez. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Can he get on the end of this? Lovely feet. Oh, he's been flattened there. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Ibrahimovic. And that's a good ball. It's Ibrahimovic! Goal! Manchester United! Into the lead once more. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Manchester United have their lead.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Oh, that's fabulous. Pedri! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Varane does really well to win the ball there. Hoeneß stood his ground strongly. He is through here. Ibrahimovic.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Into the last 5 minutes. Hoeneß. And it's Seedorf. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Luis Suarez. Schneider. It's Schneider! Ambitious, but just off target.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Luis Suarez. Bale. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ronaldinho. Šeško. Well timed, excellent interception. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ball looks a good one. Suarez might just make this. Pedri. Oh, nice touch. Roberto Carlos. Looking for the run. Pedri receives it in a... It's rising! And it's in! We thought they were done, but never say never. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We are just getting started. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add, and it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play, and of course the right service into the box.
Defending of the desperate variety. Yokohama F. Marinos have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Good running, strong and purposeful. Hullet. And this is Cruyff, laid back. Seedorf going face-to-face with his great rival. Cruyff! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And he's only too happy to take that back. Driving forward. Rodri. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Ribery receives it in a wide position. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Azar, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's being urged to shoot. He's had it taken off him. Thuram makes a move down the right. Messi tries to dink it through. And this is Luis Suarez. Great ball, and can he finish? He's got to be quick to recover this. That's going to go a long way. Chooses to go cross-field, and it's Thuram. And that's a really buccaneering run he's making. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's having a shot! It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Oh, that's fabulous. Charge, surely! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've got some good attacks.
Chance for a shot! And he couldn't finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Nicked it back promptly. Pull it. Now who's going to be first to this? Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Gets his head on it! They've scored! And Yokohama F. Marinos are in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And a header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Messi. And this is Messi. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Ibrahimovic. Messi. Can he finish? And he's hit it long. Pull it.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Seedorf. Rummenigge. That is lovely.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Goes down, but nothing given. Looking to play him in. And he's there to belt it away. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Manchester United at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Rummenigge! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Stood up well to him there. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, Rummenigge! And he's there to get it away. Messi looking to be a menace in the final third. And it's Seedorf. Can he get it through? And that pass just didn't quite work. Rodri. Tries to pass it through. Very nicely done. Ribery did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Caresses it through. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Ribery is one whose deliveries we all know about. Seedorf. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Seedorf. Van der Sar breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Yokohama F. Marinos clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Ibrahimovic. Number 9,
Tomiyasu.
Suarez. Number 10, Messi.
Yokohama F. Marinos definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Number 55,
Nicely aimed pass.
Number 14,
Probing pass.
Number 21, Nedved. Number 5,
Manchester United can breathe again. Just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether...
Chance! And he hits the net! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So they have it all to do again.
Manchester United really...
It's net!
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Looking for a runner. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that was vital. And that's really well manoeuvred. Rummenigge makes a dash for it. Corner given. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Punched away. And it's Rodri. Played it long.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, can he get onto this?
2 added minutes has been
Cantona.
indicated.
Now, can they get him away? And he whips it in. Cruyff. Nedved can see things others simply cannot. He's looking wide, and here's Bellingham. Little doubt, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Bellingham. Is there any support? He might not need it. And the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And with that, the end. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective.